The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is I.J. Harvey.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Captain.
Now it's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-3 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try it now with Harvey. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Down the sideline he goes. He's to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score is Saints 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Hardman on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19.
Now Shuck. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
They've got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
Zone read to give to Harvey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at the Saints defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my son!
Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Operating from the gun is Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On the set. Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Hawks, 19 Lions. Warriors, 77 Pirates. Mustang, 19.
To throw is Shuck. There's Chris Olave. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking, 18, shut up!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Saints 21, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Nix to the air.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a second and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
Back to throw. Nix. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Shanahan. 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 Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Joe.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, my son.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix, 24 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Saints 21, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
From the gun, Shuck.
That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Saints, first
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Off the play fake. Here's Sharp. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next the score, Saints 28, Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Nix from the shotgun. A short throw to Ingram. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Nix looking to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That'll be complete to Harvey. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes third down at 7.
Ready. Ready.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hardman to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Nix. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard
So
line.
2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run up the field with Dobbins. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Olave motioning to the left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. It's a room to maneuver. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Shuck. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
10 yards on the
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. J.K. Dobbins scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this. Out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.